thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting a...
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him?
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. Alas, he has proved most fixed. And were our places switched, would you...
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rarir. I doubt. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me.
Well, no.
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true They alone have the ability to. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rarir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rarir's head.
Oh. At least...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rare be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion.
One with nature. There is no escape.
Into the void!
Illusion shattered. Time to go. The wind knows me.
Annihilate! Mine to wield.
Fallen leaves adorn.
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Now you shall perish.
Body and mind.
One with nature.
Rain outlines your...
There is no escape. As one with wind and cloud.
Rain cutter.
Inazuma shines eternal. But a momentary distraction.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've gotta trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the...
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, but considering that...
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about... Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flintz's lantern. But where is he exactly? We've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may... I calculated that you would have already entered. So I chose, as I thought. You're both...
The perk...
You're but let us leave such trivial... Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the sergeant.
To sow chaos by depriving the light...
If the Wild Hunt's true form, he would have no reason. Let's look again more closely. We must... Well, that makes things simpler. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, the longer we're stuck... You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Soci you met could have been...
That's right!
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
It's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with
Soci. You know what?
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. His mechanical arms, as such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood. And eventually, the parts arrived. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation...
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Soci you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover them. Perhaps his master...
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm was actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has... But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, Firing the cannon worked.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And
Yes, I'd say it is high time we'll have to fight Rhaenyra.
yeah, we should totally.
A reasonable suggestion. My colleagues have never.
Well,
That would be good, yes.
phew, back inside.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Had you already sensed the unique power within my land? I see. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Yeah, you're covered in more mystery.
All right. Your deductions have been quite correct. You know humans well, but some things that humans would consider.
So,
Have you heard of how this race is no longer?
we've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you...
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rhaenyra has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rhaenyra, and the cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier, now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other—
Resting? We're all... Flint!
You'd better give him up. If any—
Or are you in code?
What happened? But we were so careful last night. What do you mean? Ugh, this is so It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to Okay,
Hey! Let us in!
My apologies.
hold on. Calm down.
What into that is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on boss? Do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl?
A watering hole, of course. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This... Exactly!
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all—
Wait, it's... Oh,
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
oh. All right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or all—
No sign of Flint.
But how can that be? Hasn't he...
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain. So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, hold while everyone would.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a—
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we've got lots of new intel to share.
All right then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Here's your bonus.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he's
In that case,
If I were him,
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? Some of these must have been.
maybe, cause that'd be.
yeah. Oh, why don't?
our lab could search
In other words,
Lightkeeper operation. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale.
then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 wild hunt sites.
Works for me. Ineffa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now.
Gotcha.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right? Someone's guarding this place just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he meant?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay. Or not! How are we supposed to read through
Difficult, yes, to expose the true intentions of this Rarir.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself! This is a graveyard, right, Flint?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by... Hey! Come out!
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints?
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Huh. Phew! Finally finished!
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems...
All right. Paimon will go fetch... All these incidents...
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence... And look,
They'd be detected, but would go...
some of these records are too old.
Ah! And here's another similarity.
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go in. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal Stone sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rarir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring?
We had a...
Was there a gap? But
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area.
it all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so that's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Oh! Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rarir's doing. But Why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, if this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
Huh, what should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here.
Humans. But it is also thanks to you.
You've messed with the cannon.
But will the when all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look? This is the truth I have revealed. They did this. The zealous worship of power.
You were waiting for us to...
Of course. In their folly, the townspeople...
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. See this fragment? It won't...
That is...
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos. Every last fragment calls to me. Soon...
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the...
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning, while that which you hold in your hand...
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the...
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering. I've adapted to the strength. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy. Still, I suspect the Kavaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion, Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is...
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented up. Even those who flee, after all. A gamble that...
Even so...
Well, seeing as you...
Affirmative.
Well, about that... What?
They might, if Rarir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility. High. We will face strong resistance.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. Oh, you're back. Hmm?
Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired,
Then she's prepared for the...
And we must ensure that her trust in us is...
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no but you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as I seek to Please. Then come.
All right, I understand.
huh? You're not...
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power. Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. In times like these, we must rely on ourselves. We won't let you pass. This creature, aren't you?
Time to teach you a lesson, you won't. Leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly open...
The cannon is all yours.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa.
Orders received and immediately...
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold otherwise rifts. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Follow it. Minute.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there!
Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here? Look, the rainbow!
Ultimatum protocol. Installation chamber deployed.
Ready? Lash attack!
Defensive mode engaged.
You want this?
Preparing for dust up.
Good luck! Being done water bomb!
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded.
Alright, let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intimi potuvitos. In necritus necrus baptisi, cenis omnes tu zonos pentusi. Os esticos palatin pirantur resurrecru, topir aetion veratum. Sluggish. Torpid. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined...
Let me guess.
What's with him?
Verfnir. Rhine-daughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world. You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia! We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be complete? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash. But battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win?
Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina! I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any
that was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Poloni!
Well, anyway... I was worried about you, too. And then well, I brought your
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss.
Still, what do we do now?
We did block most of the Kuvaki, but we still don't know what his aims are.
After you left, that means it's safe.
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island.
No.
I see.
Oh yeah! The cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it?
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall...
Go now, all of you. Do not worry.